So the first thing we need to do is get to work on the actual broth that we're gonna boil everything in. Because for a seafood boil, as opposed to putting everything into a pot all at once, you actually wanna add things as they need in terms of times of cooking. So things that take longer to cook, you add it in first, and then you add things in as they need to go. So I have got here, unfortunately, I'm gonna make you measure water. Anytime I'm writing a recipe and I ask you to measure water, it's my least favorite thing, but you need 3.5 liters of water, because that's gonna give the kind of stock that we're gonna boil everything in. And the reason you have to measure the water is we're gonna add in other ingredients, so just to get the ratios right, you want that 3.5 liters of water. So into there, we gotta start off with a little bit of lager. Which is always a delight. Any lager that you like, just some sort of light flavored beer, something that you would crush.
You would drink.
You would drink, something you would drink.
You're gonna have another 5 left over, right?
Exactly, this is the dream, this is the dream. All right, so I'm just gonna go into that water with this beer. This feels wrong, but it is right, trust me. If you wanted to make this a little bit fancier as well, you could also swap out this beer with about like a cup of wine. That would also be really nice. A little white wine in there, absolutely delicious. All right, my beer's in. We are also gonna go in with some lemon juice. So I've got 1.5 lemons here, and I wanna juice those into the water. That's gonna give a ton of flavor. But in addition to adding that juice, I'm also gonna go in with the whole rind. That's gonna give you that lemon oil from the actual zest, as well as that, there's something about today, a little bit of bitterness.
Exactly.
A little bit of bitterness.
It's balancing of flavors, and people don't think about the flavor of bitter that often.
It's true, because you want to avoid it, but really you don't.
It's
it
right.
plays really well with the sweet shrimp and everything like that. All right, so in goes all of that. Then we're gonna go in with some onion and some garlic. So I've just got a white onion here. Red onion would work as well. Really whatever onion you have hanging around. I'm just gonna cut that into about, I'd say, 8 wedges each. We're not gonna end up eating this onion, so really however you wanna cut it up is good. So we'll get that nice and chopped. I did it in 7 wedges just for fun. To show you can do whatever you want. Yeah. Our recipes are suggestions. Yeah, choose your own adventure. All right, in goes that onion. And then I've also got some garlic here, just 4 cloves. If they're a little bit big like these ones, 4 cloves to me is a dream. If you want it more garlicky, you could always do more or less, but I'm going in with 3 cloves of garlic. We said it was messy. All right, I'm gonna kick him away so I don't fall. Okay, in goes that garlic. That's gonna perfume everything. And then the final ingredient that goes in to make this broth really, really delicious is some seafood seasoning. So you might recognize this one. You can get ones from your favorite seafood restaurant. You wanna use a good amount of this. I'm going in with a 1/4 cup, which basically is almost this whole thing. A 1/4 cup is 4
Which
tablespoons.
is good, because then you use it all up. Right?
Exactly, because otherwise you bought this back in 1982.
I swear every parent like has a jar of that
1,000%.
sitting
And
in
it's
the
still
back.
metal, it's still a tin, and you're like, Mom, how long have we had this for?
What's in it? Like, what are some of the spices?
There's paprika, there's celery salt, a little bit of cinnamon. Sometimes there's some nice warming spices as well. It works really, really well. It brings a ton of flavor. So I'm gonna go in with that. Then you wanna put a lid on that, let it come to a boil, let it cook for about 5 minutes just to kind of steep, almost like a tea. So once that is done, truly, that's the hardest part of the recipe. Absolute dream. But now we're gonna start working on the stuff that actually goes into this boil. So the first thing I have here is some andouille sausage. I've got 200 grams. Yeah, right? We're going legit with this seafood boil. Andouille sausage is a classic. If you can't find it or don't want to use it, chorizo would work really well. You could even do Italian sausages, but I'd leave them whole. These ones, though, I'm going to cut into about 1 centimeter thick slices. Andouille sausage is cured a little bit, so it's a little bit firmer, kind of like a cured chorizo. Super duper tasty. Andouille sausage from New Orleans?
This is very giving me New Orleans vibe.
Right? I feel like we should.
Are we heading in that direction?
Are we maybe gonna head to New Orleans with Alex Page's recipe?
So this sausage sort of has to be cured a little bit, right? Because an Italian sausage would kind of fall apart.
It's true, but that's why if you did an Italian sausage, you could leave it whole and poach it in the broth. You just wouldn't want to cut it or else it would fall apart, kind of like a ground meat. Actually, you might get a Cincinnati chili out of it. What is a light story? All right, I'm gonna go in with that sausage. Again, that's about 200 grams. That's gonna bring a ton of flavor and be delicious to eat. And then I'm also going in with my potatoes. These are the things that take the longest to cook. So I've got about 500 grams of baby potatoes here. If anybody's a little bit bigger, feel free to cut those in half. Those are going right on in. Then you wanna bring that to a boil and cook those for about 10 minutes, just until the potatoes are a little bit tender. Not quite tender, but a little bit tender. Once those potatoes are up after those 10 minutes, you're gonna get some corn. I absolutely love corn.
So good.
All corn this year was really good too.
So sweet.
It's so sweet. Now, if you wanna go classic seafood boil, you wanna chop this into nice little rings, but we're just gonna break it in half.
Someone's been
things. Look at these. Watch out. I heard a really fun thing recently, and it was somebody better call the vet because these swans are sick. Thank you very much. Guys, I really liked it. All right, so the corn is in, then you keep boiling that for about 5 minutes. This seafood boil approach, I use it a lot when I'm doing sheet pan meals as well. Like you add your potatoes in first, then you add your fish on, so it all comes together at the last minute. So that's looking beautiful. But now what I'm gonna do is swap. This is what we call in the biz a swap. We've got one that's already been going. We've got all that andouille. The potatoes are beautiful. It smells out of control. The corn is almost perfect, but now we have to add in our seafood. So as opposed to using lobster or crab, which you definitely could use, you would add it a little bit earlier, I'm going to a shrimp. Shrimp only take like about a minute or two to cook. These ones are shell on, so that's gonna add even more flavor into that broth. So I'm going in with about 400 grams of those shrimp. Give that a stir. And you can see immediately they start turning pink. Do you see the tails starting to go?
Yeah.
As soon as they are pink, they are cooked and beautiful. So I'm gonna let them do their thing with a lid on, just until they're cooked about 1 to 2 minutes. I'm really quickly gonna wash my hands. And then just sticking with, I think, did everybody's recipe use butter?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so I need to use some butter.
No, not hers.
Oh,
No,
okay, that's okay. We're gonna add some butter into
the
this. And by
noodles.
some I mean an Alex Page half cup of butter.
Nice.
Great measurement of
It's a
butter.
dream, it's a dream. We're gonna go into a big bowl. This is that spicy, smoky butter we're talking about. I'm also going in with some lemon juice. That's gonna brighten everything up a bit. Add that on in. Then for the smoky factor, we're going in with about half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. I kind of call smoked paprika the bacon
It is.
of the
Yes.
spice cover.
Yeah.
Super smoky. Then for a little bit of spice, we're going in with about a teaspoon or two of this tough.
Keep going, keep going.
Right? Also,
Louisiana.
Also Louisiana. Also, I can guarantee you have this in your pantry from 1982.
You do.
So true. 100%. Might not be as red anymore, but it'll still be okay. All right, that is spicy. It's a little vinegary as well. Then I'm
can
gonna go in
smell
with
that.
just a little bit of garlic.
Nice.
Now, since I'm gonna be adding that hot shrimp boil into here, that garlic will cook off a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go right on in, give that a tap. That is looking fantastic. I'm gonna take a peek at my shrimp and see how they are doing. Oh, guys.
Oh.
They're looking good.
God.
They are
So
looking
fattening.
fantastic. As you can see, those shrimp are so nicely cooked.
how plump they are.
Perfectly pink, absolutely beautiful. So this is the wonder of a seafood boil. If you were doing this outside, you just dump this on a table. If you want, you can kind of strain it if you're doing it on the beach and then just dump it out onto a table. Since we're here at The Good Stuff, I'm not gonna do that because that would be a disaster. But I am gonna come over here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer all of this deliciousness right on into that butter. So we've got our flavorings, we've got our corn, we've got our shrimp, we've got those
yum.
potatoes, we've got absolutely everything, in my personal
Do you
opinion.
want us to hold
Do you want me to
bowl
hold
for
the
you?
bowl?
Yeah,
Like, it's gonna be hot on the bottom.
Thank you so much. I was showing off these babies, though. Yeah. And even that onion, which I said you don't necessarily have to eat, but it is still good. It's poached in that beautiful broth.
I would eat the onion.
Right, I would eat the onion too.
Yeah.
That's like my brother's favorite
Yeah.
thing in the world.
And can
All
you
right.
do anything else with the broth? Can you sip it on the side?
I feel
or-
like you could. Maybe
Yeah.
we're gonna give it a go. I'm not mad about that. I typically do. Yeah, are you gonna do it, Alex Page?
I have a bib on. Oh, we did it. We did it.
A little bit, beautiful. Now, what we're gonna do to serve is you need brown paper. You need something
These
delish.
over this side?
Yeah, let's do that. Well, let's just
Oh my
go
God,
for
here
it.
we go.
We're going in.
Oh, wow.
We want that
Yeah.
butter. We want that spice. We want all of that deliciousness. Just a big old pile of deliciousness.
Gorgeous.
A little bit
green on it?
A little bit of green. We gotta do the green. Parsley on top. A little bit of lemon on the side. Everybody, would you like to dig in?
Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.